Imagine a plant, so potent yet so paradoxical that it has danced through the corridors of history, weaving itself into the fabric of civilizations, and yet often remains shrouded in mystery. Marijuana, or cannabis, is not just a plant. It is a repository of cultural, medical, and scientific tales waiting to be told. Today we will unlock these tales, tracing the journey of marijuana from prehistoric times to its potential future in space exploration, and dissecting its scientific, societal, and economic impacts. Plants, through eons, have developed a plethora of chemical defenses, hallucinogens perhaps being the most mystifying among them. These substances, by deterring herbivory or causing disorientation in predators, have offered evolutionary advantages, ensuring the survival and proliferation of species that produce them. Cannabis sativa, with its complex bouquet of psychoactive chemicals, stands as a prime example of such evolutionary artistry. The presence of cannabinoids, particularly tetrahydrocannabinol, THC, showcases an intricate dance of ecological warfare and mutual benefit with humanity. The exploration of these compounds is not just a query into the past, but a gateway to understanding the intricate connections between plant and pollinator, predator and prey. In the verdant valleys of ancient India, cannabis was not merely a plant but a sacred elixir. The Vedas, sacred texts of India, termed it one of the 5 sacred plants, a source of happiness, a liberator of sin, and a promoter of esoteric communion. Its integration into the Hindu ritual of Soma highlights its profound cultural and spiritual significance. Further west, as trade routes expanded, cannabis found its way into the Middle Eastern medicinal and cultural practices, a testament to its versatility and adaptability across cultures. Its uses were multifaceted, ranging from medicinal applications to woven fibers. This journey from the sacred to the everyday underscores a broader narrative of human interaction with psychoactive plants, reflecting both reverence and pragmatism.
The notorious Hashashin, or assassins of the medieval Islamic world, purportedly used cannabis not only as a means of mystical escape, but as a tool of political leverage. The etymology of the word assassin itself hints at the deep intertwining of cannabis with covert operations and political intrigue during this era. In the courts of Europe, cannabis was simultaneously demonized and revered. Emperor Charlemagne decreed the cultivation of cannabis, recognizing its value for its fibrous properties in creating ropes and textiles. Yet, this pragmatic use contrasted starkly with the prevailing European mystical and medicinal perceptions of the herb. These historical intricacies reveal the complex spectrum of cannabis perception, influenced by cultural, political, and economic factors across different civilizations and epochs.
Marijuana versus alcohol. When juxtaposed with alcohol, marijuana presents a curious case of cultural and legal dichotomy. Both substances have ancient roots and have been used both medicinally and recreationally, but the path of societal acceptance has diverged significantly. Historically, alcohol has been both a staple in religious rituals and a common social lubricant in the West. Marijuana, however, faced widespread stigmatization and prohibition, despite similar or even lesser associated health risks. Recent studies highlight the discrepancies in treatment by law and society, especially notable in the context of their physiological impacts and abuse potentials. This comparative analysis not only underscores differing cultural norms, but also invites a re-evaluation of contemporary drug policies and societal norms.
In the realm of modern medicine, cannabis has emerged as a potent therapeutic agent. Its efficacy in alleviating symptoms of chronic diseases such as cancer and Crohn's disease has been supported by robust scientific research. The cannabinoids in marijuana, particularly CBD, have been found to have anti-inflammatory, analgesic, and antiemetic properties. Moreover, the neuroprotective properties of cannabinoids open promising avenues for the treatment of neurodegenerative diseases. The interaction of these compounds with the human endocannabinoid system explains their broad therapeutic potential, impacting regulatory functions from appetite to pain and psycho-emotional balance. These medical applications, supported by empirical research, challenge the historical stigma associated with cannabis and position it as a critical component of future pharmacopoeias.
The global cannabis market, both legal and illicit, is a formidable economic force. In regions where legalization has occurred, such as Canada and several US states, the market has seen exponential growth, with projections suggesting a multi-billion-dollar industry by the end of the decade. This economic boom brings with it both opportunities and challenges. Job creation and increased tax revenues stand on one end, while concerns about market regulation and the ethical implications of commercialization lie on the other. The financial figures, running into billions, offer a stark contrast to the plant's humble botanical origins and highlight its complex role in modern economic landscapes. Understanding these economic dynamics is crucial for policymakers and stakeholders in crafting frameworks that harness the benefits of the cannabis market while mitigating its potential downsides.
The legal landscape of cannabis is as varied as the plant's own genetic makeup. From total prohibition to full legalization, countries around the world are at vastly different stages in their legal relationship with cannabis. Ethical debates surrounding legalization often pivot on issues of public health, crime reduction, and civil liberties. Advocates argue that legalization could undercut the black market and reduce incarceration rates for minor drug offenses, while opponents often cite concerns about public health and social order. As we navigate the complex world of drug policies and public health, it's critical to compare cannabis to other, more harmful illicit drugs. Cannabis, often shrouded in controversy, stands in stark contrast to substances like fentanyl, a synthetic opioid that has been at the forefront of a devastating overdose crisis. Experts point out that unlike fentanyl, cannabis has not been directly linked to overdose deaths. This fundamental difference highlights the disparity in safety profiles between these substances. In terms of societal impact, the legalization and regulation of cannabis in several regions have shown promising outcomes, such as significant drops in illicit drug trade activities and a reduction in crime rates associated with drug enforcement. Moreover, while substances like fentanyl have strained healthcare systems with a high incidence of emergencies and fatalities, cannabis is increasingly recognized for its medical benefits, ranging from pain relief to its potential in mental health treatment. As we weigh the pros and cons of drug policies, it's essential to ground our discussions in factual data and informed perspectives, ensuring a well-rounded understanding of where cannabis stands in comparison to today's most challenging illicit drugs.
Cannabis's historical journey is not confined to the annals of human civilization. Recent archaeological discoveries have traced its use back to prehistoric times, including traces found in the stomach contents of Otzi the Iceman, who lived more than 5,000 years ago. Looking to the future, the potential of cannabis in space exploration, particularly in long-duration missions, is being explored. Its therapeutic properties could prove invaluable in managing the physical and psychological stresses of space travel. This not only connects the ancient past with the futuristic potential of cannabis, but also encapsulates the enduring human fascination with this enigmatic plant, from the Ice Age to the potential of space age applications. We hope you enjoyed that deep dive into marijuana. Don't forget to toke that like button and subscribe for more.